Is your engine chugging like it is trying to pull a heavy freight train, puffing black smoke, or just stalling out at the stoplight? If you plugged in your scanner and saw the code P0103, your mass airflow sensor, or MAF, is screaming at your engine computer. This sensor is the gatekeeper of your engine. It measures exactly how much air is entering so the computer can inject the precise amount of fuel for a perfect burn. When you see P0103, it means the circuit is high. In simple terms, the sensor is sending a voltage or frequency signal that is way higher than what is physically possible for the engine's current operating conditions. It is like the sensor is telling the computer you are driving at full throttle while you are just sitting in your driveway. The computer gets confused, dumps in too much fuel, and your performance goes down the drain. This can happen on almost any modern vehicle, from a Toyota to a Ford or an Audi. Getting to the bottom of this usually starts with a visual inspection, and trust me, you do not want to skip this. Pop the hood and look at the MAF sensor, which is located on the air intake tube right after the air filter. Check the wiring harness first. Are the wires frayed, broken, or resting on a hot engine part? A short circuit here is a very common culprit. If the wiring looks solid, take the sensor out and look at the tiny wires or film inside. If you see dirt, dust, or oil coating them, that is your problem. This often happens if you use those reusable oiled air filters and put too much oil on them. The oil gets sucked onto the sensor and ruins the reading. The fix might be as simple as grabbing a can of MAF sensor cleaner spray. Do not use brake cleaner or anything else, and gently cleaning the sensor elements. While you are there, replace your air filter with a standard dry paper one, if the current one is dirty. Also, check for vacuum leaks in the intake system, as unmetered air can sometimes confuse the diagnostics. If you have cleaned it, check the wiring, and ensured there are no leaks but the code comes back. The sensor itself is likely dead. When you buy a replacement, do yourself a huge favor and get an original equipment part from the dealer or the original manufacturer. Aftermarket sensors are notorious for being inaccurate right out of the box, and you do not want to chase your tail with a bad new part.